Okay, so a quick video today about types of muscle tissue and the functions or roles that muscle play in the body. So three major types of muscle tissue. First being smooth muscle, sometimes called involuntary muscle because we don't have conscious control over it. We tend to find smooth muscle in the walls of organs and normally hollow organs, so that the contraction can help with the movement of substances through those organs. So for example, the walls of our arterioles are made of smooth muscle tissue, so that when it contracts, the arteriole gets more narrow to prevent or to reduce the amount of blood flowing through it, or it can dilate to allow more blood to flow through that arteriole. Next up, we've got cardiac muscle tissue, which we find in the heart. It sort of shares some of the characteristics of other ones. So it's got the contractile properties of a skeletal muscle that we'll talk about in a moment, but it's involuntary in nature. We don't control it. Obviously, the heart beats by itself. And in addition, very, very special thing about cardiac muscle is it does not fatigue, which is important to keep us alive. We then mentioned it just a moment ago, skeletal muscle tissue, sometimes known as striped or striated because of how it looks under a microscope. And that is a voluntary form of muscle tissue in that we consciously decide when it will contract. Okay, we make that decision and we pick a weight up, for example. And so they are capable of generating quite a big amount of force, and we normally get quite a big range of motion. So they are crucial for all the movements of our body. And as such, they're the ones we're most concerned about on this course. So our quadriceps, our hamstrings, biceps brachii, triceps brachii, and all those other muscles we've discussed at length are all forms of skeletal muscle, taking their name because they attach to the skeleton to create movement. Which brings us on nicely to the functions of muscle. One of such is movement. We've also got a role in posture and support of the body. So as much as we connect to the skeleton to allow us to contract and manipulate the movement of that skeleton around joints, we also help hold those joints together and create stability there, hold our body upright. So as much as skeleton is crucial for supporting all the soft tissues of the body, it couldn't be held up unless there was the muscles creating tension. One of the other major things we often overlook is the importance of the muscles in creating heat. So when we are cold, we shiver. That is an involuntary muscle contraction. We're breaking down energy. A byproduct of that energy breakdown is the creation of heat to help keep us warm. In addition, just the movement of those fibers across each other creates friction, and another byproduct of that is heat production too. So three types of muscle tissue: smooth, skeletal, cardiac, and an overview of the functions of those muscles.